Alright, alright, alright. It's Jigby back with you. We are about to advance the fantasy draft season to the regular season. After that squeak by win over Detroit, here's what we'll see. Let's go ahead and advance. We will import our draft class. Ta da! Gotta love when you get all these lovely loading screens. I have a test from a while ago when I had the idea. Now we're going to execute it. What crime could it possibly have committed, deserving of execution? Alright. Yep, nope, still got a 66 on the special teams. Alright, that's not cool. Whatever. Let's go check out what we have. So how do I look at all these newbies? No idea. I literally no idea. Schedule. Ah, there it is. Front office mode, scouting. Let's see what we got. So, looking at our first potential, rookies that can be coming in. We've got Eric Ainge, John David Booty. I know he's out of USC. Colt Brennan out of Hawaii. Unfortunate how he ended up. Brian Brom out of Louisville. We got Chase Daniel out of Mizzou. Casey Dick out of Arkansas. Don't know where Dennis Dixon is. Matt Flynn out of UF. I don't know who this is. Chad Henne. Okay. Colt McCoy came out. Anthony Morelli came out. Matt Ryan. Got Paul Smith. Andre Woodson. I'm going to do a full breakdown. So next episode, we'll talk about what schools these guys came out of. Bio Bilai Benabo, he came out of Rice. I know because I had to play him. Jamal Charles coming in. Justin Forsett, Matt Forte, Ben Jarvis Green Ellis, Jacob Hester, Chris Johnson coming out of ECU. Marlon Lucky coming out of Nebraska. Darren McFadden coming out of Arkansas. Ray Rice coming out of Rutgers. Steve Slayton, Ryan Terrain. So we've got a lot of folks that, they've had storied careers. Danny Amendola came in. Let's see what we got. Andre Caldwell. Early Doucette. I had to play him in the bowl game. It was rough. I'm SMU in NCAA, and I managed to pull off a perfect regular season. Won the conference championship against UAB, who was 10-2. Because 2007 is a weird year. But then I got matched up against LSU in, I want to say the Sugar Bowl, and did not go well. Did not go well at all. Early Doucette is mean and scary. Got James Hardy, Lavelle Hawkins, Joaquin Iglesias, Malcolm Kelly, Derek Kinder, Mario Manningham, Marcus Monk, Marcus Montgomery, Jordy Nelson coming in. Here are some other guys. John Carlson, Kellen Davis, Derek Fine, John Finley, Chris Hopkins, Dustin Keller, Tom Santee, Jacob Tam. I'm not going to go through all of these, but, we're going to have some interesting folks that are coming in to hang out with us this year. Who should I look for? I don't really feel like I need... Saint Dick. I don't feel like I need to get anyone on defense, really. Xavier Adibi, Lewis Baker, Bo Bell. Let's look up. Ali Highsmith would be a good one. But... Jasper Brinkley, Dan Connor, Dacus... Oh, hey, Jonathan Goff. His name is just Jay. Yeah, I'm going to have to go through and really get as much of the information as I can into my spreadsheet so that I can actually tell you, who has a mismatch between potential and rating coming out of college, what year they were. I'll get that broken down so that we can actually get it going. Dominic Cromartie, I know his name is not just Cromartie in the roster I downloaded, though. Couldn't fit it, so it's just Cromartie. Rogers Cromartie, we all know. Charles Godfrey, Mike Jenkins. Do we have any wild? Aqib Talib is in this. Huh. Okay. Trey Williams, Jonathan Zenon. Is that Josh Barrett? Okay. Quentin Demps, Joe Fields, Marcus Griffin. I don't know what their logic is for sorting these automatically. Jamar Adams, Chris Horton, Tony Joyner. Okay. Greg Stelz. DJ Wolf. Nice. Ah, Tom Zibikowski. That's a dude out of Notre Dame that I want my team to try to get. So we'll keep an eye on that too. Connor Barth, Art Carmody, Branton Cootie, Judd Dunleavy, Garrett Hartley. I don't actually recognize a lot of these kickers. I don't think I'm supposed to. All right, so just a breakdown of what we are seeing bringing in the draft class. So some of these names you guys should recognize. We'll see how this alternate timeline plays with these guys as we get further in. I know we have our own needs on the Bills. We're going to focus on offense. I'm going to look through once we get a better idea of what these guys actually had coming out of college, and that will also help me get an idea of how the algorithm works for import. But I know I'm going to want some receivers, and I really think I want early Doucette. I think I also want to keep an eye out for like Joaquin Iglesias, Mario Manningham, maybe Marcus Monk. Somebody in, maybe Jordy Nelson will be a gem. Somebody on offense will help lift us. Oh, hey, Peyton Hillis. Neat. Because we need some more weapons. Fitzpatrick isn't a, rock star quarterback, and we don't have major receiving weapons. We could look at tight end, because I don't think we have above a 78 as far as ours go. John Carlson might be a good one. Kellen Davis might be really good. Derek Fine. Any of these, top level tight ends could be a good addition to our particular set. Because we do run balanced as a playbook, we have a lot of instances where a good tight end could bail us out. Oh, hey, Troutwine. So I'll be looking into this. If you guys recognize any of these names and think we should go for them, let me know. Pop in the comments. This is just going to be kind of a filler episode between the end of the preseason and the beginning of the regular season when the danger begins. There are only 3 right tackles in this entire draft. Are the rest all left tackles? They are. So I'm going to have to flip some people? What in the world? Okay. So we are going to take a look at that. I'll have the full breakdown by the next episode. Looking over our... maybe that's why. I guess I don't... Yeah, but let's see if that changes anything. I'm going to throw these guys into... There we go. What? What? Yeah, what is it? What's it do that? Blackman, maybe? We really don't have good returners, do we? I feel like there was a reason I put these guys where they are. Because they fast. But maybe that's what's dragging my overall rating down? Let's take a look. Nope, didn't change anything. I guess that's assigned at the start of the preseason? I don't know, we'll find out. Alright, well, this is Jigby. This is a little preview of what the regular season will hold. Injuries are turned back on. and we are going to line up against the Denver Broncos in our next episode. Wow, I done goofed on that one, but that's how it goes. We've seen some of the names on the uh, draft class that has come in. We're going to be facing off against Chad Pennington, Trent Dilfer, Troy Smith, Reggie Bush, and Kevin Falk. Lusaka Paulite. We got Javon Walker, Bernard Berrien, Brandon Stokely, Travis Wilson, Reggie Kelly, and Steven Alexander at tight end. So decent spread there. They've got Orlando Pace at left tackle. Man, he was a beast back in the day. We've got Rob Sims at left guard. Andy McCollum at center. Eugene Amano behind him. Roberto Garza. And Fred Matua at right guard. That's pretty solid. And then they've got Robert Gallery at right tackle. I can exploit that. They've got Brian Robinson as their only left end, which means, yep, they doubled up on right end. They've got Simeon Rice and Cullen Jenkins. So weaker attack on the left side is what I can expect. We've got Corey Williams, Monte Rager, Tim Anderson, and Mike Wright at defensive tackle. If they're running a 4-3, which looks like they would be, I have some pretty solid mismatches on the line I think I can take advantage of. We've got Brian Thomas and Ryan Nietzsche at left outside linebacker. Got Teddy Bruschi, who doesn't get a picture apparently. And Rob Morris and Vinny, don't know how to say that one. But he's a 67, so it doesn't matter. Rocking the middle linebacker for the Broncos. We've got Ed Hartwell and John Alston at right. Charles Tillman, Drayton Florence, Chad Scott, and A.J. Davis in his rookie year at corner. We've got Brian Dawkins and Ethan Kilmer at free safety. Mike Doss and Tyrone Carter at strong safety. Got Justin Medlock, the rookie kicker. UCLA, huh. I don't remember him. And Brian Moorman, a very good punter. Almost making $1 million dues. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to have some solid mismatches here. Just looking at, strong left side of the line. But it gets weaker the further you go to the right. And I think I can really take advantage of that. Because 79-76, I can blow that up. On the same end, they got 91-84 as their defensive ends and an 84 as their starting defensive tackle with a 78 right behind him. They're not going to have a lot of stamina. I'm going to be able to run over them. I just got to keep them on the field. Let's look at that. They got some speed on their top two receivers and some height. But then past that, they start to get slower. And I think we might be able to hold them in check. Reggie Bush, that -1 on acceleration. He's one of the players that has all the speed. Devin Hester as well. I think he's going to be very tricky for us. We're going to have to keep a lot of players in the box and hope that our man-to-man can hold against their starting receivers. Now, I don't think they'll run a lot of plays that will have this fullback in the mix, but we'll have to wait and see. Overall, I think we are going to be in decent shape against the Denver Broncos. I think they are mismatched. If we go back to like this, our lowest player that will be on the field as far as coverage goes is going to be an 80. And that will be against one of their lower rated receivers. So we should have some strong mismatches as long as we don't get injuries. It's always going to be the thing, got to look out for those injuries. DeMarcus Ware is going to be a big part of this. DeQuell Jackson being weak is understandable. Ah, man. We need a stronger defensive tackle combo. Ndamukong Suh hasn't come into the league yet. He is still at Nebraska. I think I'm keeping an eye out for him next year. But, yeah, we'll see how this plays out. We got weak on the right side as well. I think our center is our weakest. Yeah, he is. Oh, man, I way overestimated our tight ends. We have 71, 71, 70. So they're constant, but bad. Eric Moulds, Antonio Bryant, Sidney Rice. We've got a weak receiving core, but we can try to make up for it. I don't like Jarius Norwood. We're obviously starting Marshawn Lynch, and we will see how this plays out. I've got Fitz for the next 6 years, so we'll see how that goes. All right, my guys. That is really just a preview of what we're going to be looking at, and I will see you guys for the matchup against Denver. I'll come back with more info for the recruits. I'll show you who we actually end up scouting and talk about some of the players there. Until then, it's Jigbee. See you on the other side.